For at least a year now, I've been following and writing poetry about everybody's favorite Europunk, Greta Thunberg. And although I don't think she really followed me, except maybe to report it to the police or something, some creepy dude in the Seattle region is using my name for his poems and to get attention or something. Somebody did listen to me. I cried a lot. I wrote a lot of poems and essays. I call it Greta Siri. And the feedback was sometimes good. I mean, it didn't seem to me, maybe a psychiatrist from Gallaudet, for example, I don't think it was somebody who really meant me inherently harm. They came over as being benevolent. Of course, I don't mean Greta any harm, but I've stopped following her because how easy it would be for her to get written into the script of the people who have terrorized me, subjected me to domestic terror. And I wanted to talk a little bit about that because it's an invasion of her life and the invasion of privacy that is endemic to how I've been mistreated, tortured, and exploited by the Warhols. Is on a collision course with any attempt to actually be the top fan that I was made by her agency. When Shulman and Penis Gabriel were working together, one of them was sneaking into the museum and robbing them of millions of dollars worth of books. The other was using neurohypnosis. Literally, a nerve agent was used. Neurohypnotic device saying, wear your inside out, now just to let us in to see your museum books, And they wired up my home, Shulman and Gabriel did. And they brought in a woman. Nobody disputes that the woman was beautiful and was obviously, she was from Milan, obviously with Trumpy tune. Nobody disputes that, but nobody cares to sign a petition saying, stop doing this stuff to Carreri. That was more like a laugh to make it look like Jealous Boyfriend was the song they were selling, but they were using a nerve implant to cause terrible suffering. So, it may seem ridiculous. What do you have an outreach program, romantic sort of mind? I mean, it's not to be debonair, it's just to write poetry and indulge my loss. I've been alone for 30 years. I never was married. And Greta is a beautiful girl. And so, she likes to say sometimes it's okay for people to be naive and childlike, And so it's a friendly gesture, but it would be difficult for me to be a friend because I really like her, But it stands in the way of she doesn't need that sort of thing going on in her life. And that's fine with me. I've stopped following her. But it says something about the illusion of friendship that I live with by and large, It's been over 25 years since I saw the people really socially who kicked me in the head when I wanted to be married. But even so, they were people who I found, hometown romance with. There were people who I did art with and so forth. And it was a strange feeling at 61 to see a painting I didn't know existed by one of them and to show my Greta painting to them, get responses from people who haven't responded to me in years because it was beautiful. To see what I lost and what I miss, It's was intended to do that. They punished me for reporting torture by isolating me and making off with the woman who I had wanted to be married to. And it shouldn't surprise anybody what they said when I first really noticed Greta and showed a picture of her, how interesting she is. One of them came over to me and said, "That's not for you." This is a circuit that has worked with Schulman and Gabriel and looting the museums and saying, wear your inside out, meaning you have no right to any form of privacy. And I certainly am not going to inflict that on a wonderful, wonderful girl like Greta Thunberg. There's no chance of it.